Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to Let's Try TECHTONICA, a game that is just hitting early access on Steam. It is a factory building game, a genre that we love oh so much on this channel. Do be sure to check the description box down below for a link to the Steam page where you can wish list the game or jump in on the early access. This video is sponsored by the devs behind the game. Very thankful for them for doing that, and I've been having a lot of fun playing it for the last couple of days. The game is beautiful. It is underground. We are under the surface of a planet as opposed to strip mining the surface of it. Don't get me wrong, we'll be doing plenty of industrialization in this game and ending up with everything just turned into pavement, because how else would you play a factory building game, right? If everything is made out of concrete, then we're in a happy place. But for the moment, we can appreciate the fact that the game is really gorgeous. All this bioluminescent fungus. The other thing that's quite different about this one that really caught me off guard at first is it's got sort of a mystery, a narrative going on. There's also a big emphasis on exploration, especially with the fact that we do have this weapon, well, not this weapon, this tool. It's called the Mole, although I think it's sort of a black hole generator for letting you dig through territory, reshape things, using this to discover new caverns with even more space and more places with story. Like I was guided by the story to visit this area here that is full of electrical accumulators. There was a lot of things for me to pick up and harvest, and scan for technology as well, and to advance the story, which I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the story because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who wants to appreciate it for the very first time. Anyway, let's go and do the stuff that you're probably here to see, which is let's build a little bit of factory. I'm at the point right now where I have to go and develop some amount of, well, we're going to be farmers. Yeehaw! We are going to set up some planters to start growing some plants, and then some threshers to start processing them, so that we can, well, a few different things. First of all, a lot of our machines right now, like our smelters, are operating by burning some biofuel currently. I don't know. Maybe there are. Wouldn't surprise me if there are different types of smelter upgrades later. There's smelter speed. And then some tech levels that are all locked over here. We can develop those through a few different ways. Actually, I believe we'll unlock the next tier of things by, right here, primary work order, repairing production terminal Victor. You can see actually here, if I go into the tech tree, right? Lima, Victor. These are these tech terminals. I've fully repaired the Lima tech terminal. I'm now at the Victor tech terminal, which is over here, and will require me to deposit, so right up there, there's a terminal to go in. It's requiring me to deposit 180 plant matter frames, 2,400 iron ingots, 2,400 copper ingots, quite a lot of material, but that will unlock the next tier of technology for me. So I like that you've got very clear objectives in this game. Sometimes some of the things that can overwhelm people in factory building games is there's so much to do, and it can become very overwhelming to know what the next step is. Here we've got a very clear primary objective, as well as very clear guided secondary objectives here that act as kind of tutorials. So yeah, so I've got a little bit of automation here. I probably, well, it's just like any factory building game, you constantly want to upscale and just do more and more and more. There's no way this is going to be enough smelting overall, but it'll do for now. There's a really great little mass pickup tool over here, which I appreciate. We're going to grab all those copper ingots and just get ready for the next phase. So anyway, we've got to get some planting going. One is so that we can get some biomatter. Two is so we can get the material required to build those plant matter frames. And also there's some other resources that get provided as well. I'm also curious, why aren't you producing any more science for me? Oh, you are out of copper bars. Well, there you go. Have a bunch of copper bars. Thank you. We're just creating some little science modules in here, which get stacked up over here. Your science actually has to occupy physical space. You generate, you've got these science points over here, these cores, and you actually spend the cores or allocate them for various research. I have tons right now. I've been just letting sit because I wasn't sure what I was going to need next. Actually, I'm very certain I'm going to need filter inserters for the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now.
Inbound. Filter inserters must be configured to transfer materials and products of a selected type. Electrical power required.
Okay, I figured they would need electrical power. Oh!
Filter inserters are especially critical for machines like threshers that produce both seeds and plant matter. You might not want to have different things spitting out to the same line or getting pulled into the same machine. And the filter inserter is going to help you with that.
That voice actor sounded so familiar to me. I actually had to check her up on IMDb right before I started recording this. Her name is Natalie Van Sistine, and she's done tons of anime and a bunch of video games. And so, like, that's probably why her voice sounds familiar. I really liked it, though. All right, so let's open up our inventory. So we've got, I do have some planters somewhere. I can just go ahead and hotkey that. It's very convenient. In your production screen over here, you can just mouse over anything you can produce, and you can just hit the hotkeys 1 through 0 or F1 through F10 just to put them on your primary and secondary toolbar over here. You can also just grab something and then drop it onto your toolbar, but I really appreciate that convenience. Nice little quality of life stuff. Okay, so let's put down some planters. You know what I should do first, actually, is let's go and expand our power floor over here. Because the stuff we're working on now, let me go and get rid of these stairs, actually. There's an upgrade to my erase tool that is a mass erase tool that will let me do a box select thing, and I'll probably be looking into that soon. But yeah, for now, let's go and just dramatically increase this. So the power floor is, well, it's foundation you can build on, but the big thing about it is this is how power is distributed in your base. I mean, you also get long-range power cables and things to presumably connect separate platforms rather than just paving things over. But my power setup over here is, right now they're just crank generators, and actually every 5 minutes I have to go over here and crank it. Luckily I got an upgrade that will chain these crank generators together, so if I crank one, it cranks them all. I also have some accumulators over there storing power. Now there's also some accumulators in that room over here, so this game really does benefit from exploration. Can I dismantle these? No, this is a protected area, so I can't deconstruct these, but I'm wondering if I could run power over here and connect this floor and then have access to all these accumulators. But right now I don't really need the accumulators. Like, I don't really do anything that uses burst power. Let me rebuild some staircase over here. Oops, button, rotate you this way. Let's get a nice, there you go, wide staircase. But it is nice if I'm not paying attention, the cranks run out, then I still have power for a little bit, and then there's nice big red blinking icons over these when they're not running, so I've got time to respond. Okay, so I don't know what our layout is going to be for this, but let's just put some things down. Like in most of these games, you end up putting things down and then realizing that you want to redesign things later on. But for now, I'm going to give you, maybe I'll start from the back here. We'll do this. We'll leave a couple of tiles off the edge, because what I suspect is that we're going to be pulling out mature plants on one side, but putting seeds back into the back. So you're ready for seeds. We're going to go ahead and plant these, I guess, shiverthorn seeds. I don't have as many as I might like here. I thought I had more, but I think I have some plants to process first, because I did fiddle around with this a little bit. Okay, these planters in there, those plants are going, which is great. Let's assume, oh, right, filter inserters. I should build some of those. Filter inserters here. They do need power. So your basic inserters don't use any power whatsoever, which is great for getting started. Fast inserters definitely do, which I can't build them yet, but I looted some somewhere along the way, and filter inserters do as well. And I do have some filter inserters. Although I guess for this step, I don't need filter inserters, right? Because this is only going to be outputting, presumably, mature plants. Okay, we'll do that. We'll drop down a conveyor belt system. What am I putting them into? Is a good question. We might even put more planters on the other side, depending on how much speed we need out of this. So let's assume we're going to do that. So let's run you out just a little further this way, and then over like this. We're going to allow ourselves more room. Everything else so far, everything is been, bootstrapping and upscaling. Let's leave ourselves more room for whatever might come next, and assume we might have some planters over there. So now we're going to get down some threshers. These are quite big, and they have a lot of input-output slots available to them. If I just run you, say, over here. Right? Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab an inserter that runs like that. So the mature plant's going to come off here, run into the thresher. Now, I do have some right here, shiverthorn. This is the grown shiverthorn. So it's going to come into here. And I believe it breaks down to 2 separate resources, which is why the filter inserter is important. And there we go. We get more seeds, and then we get some Shiverthorn buds as well. You can see I've done a run of this processing once before. So this, I guess, is where we're going to bring our filter inserters into play. This placement's going to work out perfectly, actually. If this takes the seeds and we can run them, oh, not quite perfectly. It's a little tight there because I was going to say, oh, I can run around back. But I can also, oops. Do this. Probably running it around back makes more sense space-wise. Little achievement. Replacing 100 conveyor belts. There we are. And so this is going to feed... Whoop. Stand on the conveyor belt quill. This is going to feed the seeds back in to those machines. Excellent. Oh, and we got our first harvest mature plants over there. That's great. What's going on here? I was going to say, I think because of the way I twisted this around, the conveyor belt, because I placed it down facing one way and then I started rotating, but I don't think I rotated it correctly or didn't take correctly. There we go. So the seeds are coming off of this, which now should get picked up. These are just Mark 1 conveyors, so they're not very quick. I do actually have some Mark 2 conveyors from a chest. There we go. And then you're going to start replanting them. All right. Okay, so we got that aspect automated. However, this is going to jam up with Shiverthorn buds. So let's pop those off the other side. Or do I? Oh, so I gotta crank it. These can be, I don't know if these get automated. There was some implication that they could be automated, or we just get different power. What happens if I want to chain more than one of these together, huh? Well, I guess if I want to chain a first stepper, I might just end up putting it there. Okay, yeah, all right, let's assume that. So let's run you out here. And you are here to extract the buds. Not the seeds, but the buds. All right, then we get another thresher set up. I don't know if 1-to-1 is the correct ratio for this, but I guess I don't need this stuff here. Feed in that way. Good. Actually, I'm going to just dump all these buds that I currently have. And what do you generate? You generate 2 more things. Shiverthorn extract and plant matter. Okay. Was complicated. Wow, I mean, it's not that complicated, but... Now I kind of wish I'd started on some graph paper. Plan things out. I think I'll just throw these into chests for now. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with these things necessarily. It's a little tight on space, huh? I was just wondering. Can I do this? These are filter inserters. Oh, which is correct. Actually, only the first one really needs to be a filter inserter. But you are going to take, say, the Shiverthorn coolant. Is that not what it's called? Oh, it's Shiverthorn extract. Right there. Perfect. Do they feed into each other? No. Looks like no. Or if they do, they don't do it quite like the way I've done it. So we'll just put a little conveyor belt down. Then that. Actually, since I'm putting on a conveyor belt, let's have it do a short jog over to the side. Put that down over there. And then start doing that. Now, there's no reason I can't have everything going into the same chest, but let's attempt to pretend that we're organized. You know, you guys who have watched my channel know that this is just a lie. But it's a lie we can tell ourselves to feel better, right? We can pretend that we're organized people. Okay. Put that down. We'll get that ready over there. Switch the toolbar over and do this. And then we're needing to pull out plant matter. Now, I'm sure the plant matter we're going to want to feed into something else for more processing. Because there's two different things we would actually do with our plant matter. There's, well, we know the plant matter frame. We specifically have a mission to make 150 of that to feed into things. But we can also... these bio bricks over here. Compressed biomatter fuel source. Apparently, it lasts longer. So you combine... Oh, you've got to process things into plant matter fiber. Plant matter fiber makes your bio bricks with limestone. But apparently it lasts a really long time, so it's kind of a good pick there. But for now, just the fact that this is accumulating is good, although... Wow. We're going to have a backlog. We really need to speed this stuff up. We may have to. Although for now, I'm just happy that things are producing. Right? Okay. Let's check the log situation over here. Supply a thresher with Kindle Vine stem. Oh, I'm not doing Kindle Vine. Hang on. Maybe I should do... Well, you know what? I have a thresher. I can do this manually. You know what I need is another planter. Let's do this. So if I go over to production, produce another planter. See, I'm doing Shiverthorn, not Kindle Vine. You down, put in Kindle Vine seeds. We'll wait for you to be grown, and we'll do a manual cycle to activate the tutorial here. I mean, clearly what I need to do is automate another production line for this, but we're gonna have to figure out a different placement for things. While I'm here, let's go ahead and just make a quick pass at my mining operations here. You... Do I want to throw that in? I kind of just want to go and gather some more plants for now. Although we can see the value of automation. I mean, it's always the sort of thing with these factory building games, right? The value of automation is huge. All right, there we go. We'll load that in. Keep you running. Yeah, these will have to be fueled up again soon, too. We got lots of bars, so let's just go ahead and 800 units of that. I need 2,400. Jeez. I should really scale up everything that's going on here. I might need to just go and explore and find another dig site. Although, it looks like there's more iron here and here, right? The silvery stuff seems to be the iron. And I think this reddish stuff is the copper. We also might be able to do some vertical stacking. What's this? Do I know what this green block is? Hang on. Oh, is that just this? Yeah, okay, that's what that is. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't build this. This is just here, but this is where we will do the upgrade terminal mission. I suppose just to stop my inventory from getting full, I can start to load some of this in, but I am going to need some of this for crafting. I don't know. We'll leave it in there for now. I did loot these little storage bins. I did. Good. And then over here, this, you'll interact with this from time to time. You can trigger radio signals right over here. Decipher signal HA 1976. I would do this by using an assembler to craft and place an unknown number of accumulators, but that will trigger a new signal. Maybe we should look into that as well while we're waiting for some things to process. Oh my god, is the science spreading across the roof? That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm assuming at some point this is going to stop working, but I don't know. All right, let's give that a crank. Oh, plants ready to harvest. Great, let's do that. I'm going to put some more in there, and we're going to process you. So yeah, let's kill the science.
Initiated. Be advised that all generated outputs must be relieved for production without disruption.
Right. Let's make some accumulator. Oh, I don't even know if I have accumulator tech unlocked. That looks like a no. Let's open up our tech tree here. Energy, accumulator. Okay, I have enough resources easily for it. There we are. What about you? You're done. Collect that. Okay, you're still processing. That's good. So let's change your recipe. To make an accumulator. You need copper frames. You need kindle vine extract. Oh ho ho. Well, I do have plenty of both. Oh, you also need electrical components. Okay, I've got that too. All right. Make some accumulators. Yeah, you can't work right now because you're not, because this is just making copper wire, which this doesn't accept. That's fine. We'll just ignore that for now. Okay, you got this. You've got that. Oh, apparently. What does this produce? Oh, neat. Also, is it just me, or does it look like I can thresh What happens if I do that? I wonder if it disassembles it to its base components. Hang on, I kind of want to see. It does! Oh, that's actually quite cool. So a thresher isn't just for planting, it's also your recycling device. Okay. Oh! There we go. Stop dumping accumulators out there, please. Alright, so we're getting progress on this. Craft and place. I wonder, if that bar... No, it looks like the crafting just advanced it. The tech. If I place this down, is it going to advance the bar? It didn't in this case. Probably because I'd already placed some, so it was happy with that. But it's waiting for the crafting to finish. I don't know. Or it needs both now. No, that's definitely not moving forward. Although I am happy for the extra battery storage. Again, just to try to bank some of this charge up between cranks. Is this going to advance it as soon as it does the next one? That would be nice. All right, let's harvest you. Let's plant more of that. Let's just drop more of this in here. Oh!
Local signal deciphered. Ingress HA1976. Report to production terminal Victor for triangulation.
Well, let's go on an exploration mission. And that'll be probably how we wrap things up. Now, if you don't want to be spoiled on what's about to happen, that's fine, I understand.
Location added to HUD. Beware of current.
Beware of current. Ooh. HA, that way. Alright. Well, let's get ready to drill. I don't have it on my toolbar anymore. Make sure to drop that back in. I'm also going to want my handheld scanner for lots of things. Should I just dig directly through here? Where's the closest path? Maybe from over here. We're facing this way now. Actually, I think if I come around this way, I can minimize some mining. Have I even come this way? Probably not, because I probably would have collected these little light beacons. This part makes me think of, well, any of the dwarf games we play. I'm in a diggy hole here. I'm gonna make up my own lore about this game and say that we are all dwarves. Futuristic dwarves. Alright. Oops. I keep hitting tab for the map. So rather than dig straight, actually, hold on. Hang on a second. If I came back over here, this seems like the way to go. No, maybe so? Oh, no, I'm wrong. That's above me. I thought that was an opening there. Looks like there's a whole, complex. Okay, maybe the best way, actually, is to go back to my original little dig hole, but this thing. It looks like this should open up something. Right? It is maybe slightly above us. All right. Yeah, the deformable terrain is really fun here. Oh, there we go. Excellent. All right, pre-lit. I think I've scanned most of these plants before, so we can gather for material. What do we have here? I've been to this room before. I actually got lost on previous exploration and arrived at this chamber with the central... No! Is there another place with a waterfall? Because I didn't see this before. Look at this power generating. Wait, these are not hand cranks, are they? Well, they are. But I'm wondering if there's hydroelectric power. Right? We've got a river here. Okay, this thing is all busted up. You can see this. I can scan it. A water wheel. Yeah. Okay, these are hand cranks. These are water wheels. So some of these are functional, but the broken ones, I can scan them. You saw I don't know if you noticed at the top of the screen, I got 1 of 2 fragments for it. So this should give me the blueprint. Yeah, water wheel tech now available in the tech tree. And then if I keep scanning, rather than getting more fragments, I just get the raw materials back. So it's worth continuing to do that. There's a scannable over there. Databank entry, research core for blue fragments. Oh yeah, that's for the next tier of science, I think. Because right now we've just been using purple, but you can see here there is blue cores available, so I need to unlock the ability to produce that soon. That was a long-range power transmitter or high-voltage power transmitter, something like that, which I'm assuming is just a better way to connect disparate little work sites. So I'm sure we'll be making use out of that at some point. Entrance offline, interact repair. You need 800 advanced circuits and 300 processor units. I'm not convinced I can make either one of those. But you got more. I want to scan you. Those are recipes. Those are more tech prints. Oh, like this one. Voltage auto step tech. Well, I don't know what that is, but it sounds very important. Okay, see, I want access to that, but can I get in from above? See? Hold on. Oh, hello! Haha!
I like the way you think, Breaker. Why fix a door when the ceiling is wide open?
I am so smart. What are you unlocking? Cool dense level 3. Accumulation level 3. Sometimes these computer screens can be scanned for lore. Databank entry, the World Bearer. And you can see the databanks for like everything we scan. There's so much lore in this game. I really like that. Expedition. I'm not going to read those now, but... Oh, is there a scannable? Oh, that's just inspecting down there. Can I get through this? No, I don't think so. Okay. I think we got a lot of value out of this area. I'm excited for the water wheels. Because if we can build those and I don't have to hand crank things anymore, that's fantastic. You can see this thing was glimmering.
The sooner you scan these water wheels,
there you go.
the closer you'll be to never having to turn a crank generator again. We should check out that office, too.
I think I must have come at this from a funny angle. I hadn't triggered that dialogue. So let's go back home. Maybe they weren't expecting me to dig through, but if I can, then I will. Where did I come from? Is that my hole right there? Am I getting lost again? Oh, hello, new plant. Pine branch. I think this is where I came from. And then around this way. and through there. I should have left myself a trail of lights. So you can place these light sticks. You can see I'm like recovering these broken ones, right? Like this one over here. But if I plant these, first of all, I can like follow my trail home, right? The trail of proper light sticks. But it also lights the area because it's naturally quite dark. I placed some down at my base. Probably not as many as I could, but I've got some, you know, a little bit of mood lighting. All right, so we do need some power. Well, let me crank this for now. And then some of these things are out of their plant matter as well, which is good. Drop a little bit of that in there. Well, it actually might be more important to have the smelters. But we'll see. Now, can I set up hydroelectric power here? We do have some water. Energy... Frank. Oh, I think... No, water wheel is still locked. I still have to do the next tier of the Victor console over here by dropping all those plant matter frames and iron ingots and copper ingots to be able to unlock the next tier and get that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Folks, thanks a lot for watching this episode. As a reminder, this video was sponsored by the lovely people who make Tectonica. It is available in early access. Check the Steam link down below where you can wishlist the game or pick it up in early access. I did forget to say, this game does have multiplayer, co-op, 4-player, multiplayer. If that is interesting to you, it's certainly very interesting to me. I have my Tuesday night gaming group. We are exactly 4 people, and we do love some factory building games in there. So, and it would not surprise me if that made it into our rotation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.